Hello, hi, hola, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are new. Let me introduce myself. My name is Paola. The emphasis is on the O, so let's say it together. Paola. If that is too difficult, that is okay. I go by Lola. My friends call me Lola. That's okay. You're a friend, so you can call me either or. Yeah, it's weird to be sitting down here. It's been almost a year since I filmed a video. I filmed a video sometime in September with my really good friend, Margaret. Hello, Margaret, because Margaret always watches my video. How are you doing, my dear? So yeah, I'm sitting down, not in my house, but in my friend's, Esther's house. She's been gracious enough to let me film here because we will be filming for her podcast, Esther Alexis, Body of an Extrovert, which I will link down below. And we have a podcast called the Girl Sis Man Podcast, also will be in the link. Give them a little listen. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, when I started YouTube in the good old year of 2017, 2018, I was 22, 23 years old. I was very obsessed, and I still am very much obsessed with makeup and hair and fragrance, anything beauty. I love it. I'm a really girly girl for sure. I am my mother's daughter. Marisa Reyes did a great job instilling that, beauty is not something you are, it's something that you do. I started this doing beauty, and I hope to continue to do beauty stuff, but eventually I kind of pivoted and started doing like girl chat videos, and I had friends on my channel, and I just like talked about things that were really on my mind and my heart and my soul, on my chest. I feel like a lot of the times it's on my chest. I don't know if it's anxiety, but like sometimes when I have feelings, I feel it physically on my chest. And close to 5 years ago, when I was 24, I'm 28 now. For those who aren't counting, I'll be 29 in January. I'm a grown lady. I posted a video because at the time I had never laid or pressed my lips against another person, man, thing, creature. I had never kissed anybody. I had never had a boyfriend. I had just like been texting people, but I really wasn't getting past the first or second date. And I just remember being very frustrated at 24 because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, is it me? Hi. Am I the problem? Am I the issue? And so one day in February, it was close to Valentine's Day, or maybe right after. It was the 24th loneliest Valentine's Day I had. I was sick of it. I was like, I'm going to make a video about this. And I just turned on my camera, my iPhone actually at the time, and I filmed it. And I remember filming it, and as I was editing it, is that how I say it? Editing it. I felt like, wow, people are going to think I'm a loser. Like I'm a lonely loser who has nothing going on for herself, that I'm like desperate and thirsty and all this other stuff, that I thought the intentions of mine, which was really just like, hey, like this is what I'm going through, would not be received well. I thought it was going to be more like, okay, girl, like here you are on YouTube complaining about not kissing boys, like you weirdo. And I was very pleasantly surprised. That video is the video with the most views on my channel. And every so often I get a comment like, wow, this is me. Like I've never had a relationship. I've never had a boyfriend. I feel, like I don't exist sometimes. And so posting that video really changed what I wanted to do with YouTube, because I realized there were lots of people who had lots of feelings like I did. And they just didn't have, I guess, either the resources or the availability to talk to people and express those feelings. And so started making content about that. But with COVID and other things, COVID was a tough time. COVID happened. I had enrolled into my master's program. I got my degree. I got a little MSW after my last name. And I graduated last year. But also my mom, unfortunately, had a heart attack in the summer of 2020. I realized how much energy I was exerting at this time. I was, working full time, going to school full time. I had an internship as well, and I was helping take care of my mom, and I'm in the middle of the pandemic. I can't go out. I started gaining weight, and it was just like a smorgasbord of so much stuff. And so now that it's 2023, I feel like now I'm able to like kind of get things back in order. And so because of that, I kind of fell off when it came to like my YouTube stuff. I was still podcasting with Esther, which is wonderful. Like I said, link will be down below. But I want to get back to having conversations about things that affect young women my age. I still will claim young. I'm 28 years young, but also just because I feel like it's nice to just document where I am. I think it's nice to look back at me at 24 and be like, oh, girl, the way I used to talk about men, like I was scared of them. I'm still a little nervous around them, but it's not the same. I'm not going to say I was out here in these streets, the proverbial streets, but I definitely made it to the corner and back, and not unscathed though, because I'm still on this couch without a ring on my finger. It's a different ring that you see, but not the one that would say that I am a wife. But yeah, so it's nice to like look back. I don't feel like the same person. I'm not the same person. And so it's going to be cool to be able to keep documenting this. But yeah, now I'm 28. I'm looking down because I have like notes and I'm like, I got to make sure I keep to it. But yeah, so all this stuff happened and like I got into a funk. I'm not going to like diagnose myself. I don't think it was depression. I don't know if there's like pre-depression or like baby depression, but let's go with baby depression. It was like baby depression because I would like dip in and out of not feeling great. But recently I've been in a lot better spirits than I have been. The summer has been a little bit rough on me. I've been in a lot better spirits and I just got like this gust of creativity and I'm like, I really want to start up my YouTube channel again. And I wanted to talk about how I've been feeling about myself and others. And so I'm not a very confident person, and I'm not saying that like to like dig for compliments. I have an issue with confidence, and I have been my whole entire life. I've always been the chubby plus size person, and I grew up with people always commenting about my body and commenting about what I was eating, how I was doing it, and it's always made me very hyper vigilant of other people. So like now I'm always like I gotta keep an eye out for Celine, or like I feel like I have to watch out for people watching out for me. And so I'm always thinking people are watching me and judging me, and so it gives me like this like sense of like I guess anxiety of like going out. And so I feel like my whole entire life I've always like undulated, if that's the word. I've always gone up and down when it comes to confidence. And so there's times where I talk very poorly of myself, and I'm working on that. I speak very poorly of myself, but if you hear me speak about others, I speak highly of them because I love my friends. I love people around me. I love women. I said I love women. I love women, and I love seeing them do wonderful, beautiful things. And so I like to believe I'm a cheerleader. I'm a champion of women. I am rooting for you. I'm rooting for all of us all the time. And so for a really long time, it was like parallel lines. My confidence is up here. It's like shitty. I don't feel great about myself. I don't think I'm great. And then my love for other people and my confidence for them, parallel lines, never intersected, had nothing to do one with the other. As of late, they have intersected, and it's thrown me for a loop. And so I've never felt jealousy or envy or even FOMO until this year. Or maybe I have been feeling it, but I just have not really picked it up. But I was really, really, really like thinking to myself, like, what is going on with you? Because I'm somebody who genuinely likes to see people win. And it's not that I don't want them to win, but recently when I hear about people winning, I'm like, oh, that's great for them. And then I get little ping in my heart. Like, what about me? Like, what's going on? Like, why them and not me? And so I really was like, let's talk about that, because it's not a nice thing to feel that you aren't truly happy in your entirety with your whole body and soul for another person or other people. For example, Beyonce has been touring up and down America. She was in Europe, and I remember when she announced that tour, everybody and their mom was like, not with inflation, not with the eggs costing almost $12, not I don't got Beyonce money. Everybody and their mom is watching Beyonce in person, and I thought, why them and not me? So this is the line of how I feel about people, right? Again, they're two parallel lines. Now it's gone from why them, not me, and now it intersects into my confidence line, the little parallel line at the bottom, and it goes, oh, it's because you're ugly. It's because you're dumb. It's because you're not funny. It's because you're not cool enough. It's because you don't deserve these things. And I don't want to be that negative person. Like, I don't like that. And so I got to work on that. And so this is what this video is about. how do we work on feeling better for ourselves so we can be better people for other people, be better for ourselves? Because this is an icky feeling that I've been feeling for a while. And quite frankly, I don't want to feel it no more. It's just not fun. And one of the things I like to do when I'm not feeling great is like listen to music. And I am a big fan of Miss Olivia Rodrigo. I feel like I'm too old to be listening to her music, but it's great. It's great music. I like it. I think she's a great songwriter. Her album Sour is full of bops, and I love it. And there's a song there called Jealousy, Jealousy. And it quite literally embodies, it has encapsulated how I feel, how I've been feeling for a really long time. And let me read you guys the lyrics, because I was like, when I was listening to that song the first time, I was like, ooh, what? Run that back again. So the song goes, I know their beauty's not my lack, but it feels like that weight is on my back, and I can't let it go. Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me. I'm so sick of myself. I'd rather be anyone else. And jealousy started following me. Bars. I thought, Miss Rodrigo, like, who let you into my head? Who let you into my heart? And I thought, this is how I've been feeling for a really long time. There's this rational part of me. My brain is like, someone winning isn't you losing. Someone being beautiful shouldn't inherently make you feel ugly. And so I'm rationalizing this, but my heart, my feelings are like, but why them and not me? And I don't like that feeling. And so I started thinking about this the past month, like, what can I do to feel good and be better for myself, and then inherently be there for other people? And so I started thinking about, like, what are things that make me feel good, right? Like, there's a list of things that I can do that makes me feel good, and then there's a list of the things that I do that make me feel like shit and that I need to stop doing. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the things that we can do to fix ourselves, and the things that we could stop hurting ourselves. So on this side of the list, a lot of this is external stuff. A lot of this is like very basic little things that you can do to put yourself in the mood. This list right there, this little imaginary list, it's going to be very much instant gratification. You're going to feel great in the moment, right? And that's going to be great. It's going to help you in those moments when you feel like gaga. It's going to help you push it along. This list over here are the things that we need to stop doing. This is the hard work, okay? This over here, this list right here, whatever your list got on it, the things that you do to yourself, take that up with your therapist. So on this list, we got things that are going to make you feel good. First things first, make a playlist. Make a playlist with whoever you love, with the songs that just make you feel good. And it's not even just like songs that make you feel beautiful and sexy, but make you feel good. And that means if it's an upbeat beat and you're just like, yeah, I feel like life is for me to take, then you put that song on the list. Now, if you want to feel sexy, then you make a little sexy playlist. If you want to feel like a bad bitch, you make a bad bitch playlist, whatever the case may be. So you do that. That second thing, take care of yourself, take care of your body. It is a temple. I have been working out. I will say this. Losing weight won't inherently make you feel better. I had lost about 50 pounds a few years ago. I've gained it all back. And after I did that, while I was losing the weight, I felt like garbage. I felt like gaga. I felt bad because I was doing horrible things. It was very much disordered eating. I was obsessive. I was compulsive. And so inherently losing 50 pounds does not make you feel better, but moving your body, whether it's Zumba, Stairmasters, doing something that's going to make you sweat, get your heart rate, it's going to make you feel better. But it also means like maybe you need to buy new clothes that fit your body the way you like it, and you can feel good about yourself. Because if you got clothes that you're like, oh, I hate how I look in it, you're never going to feel good. So don't wear clothes that you don't like or don't like on your body. You go to that store, you find a pair of jeans that you like, that fit you. You don't pick up pants and you're like, okay, well, if I lose 50 pounds, I can wear them. No. You wear pants now that fit you and make you feel good. That also means doing your hair, doing your makeup, doing things that you deserve, because you are a good person who deserves to feel good about the body that they're in. You are obviously the soul that lives in here, but this is your body. This is your skin suit, and you can adorn it as you would like. And so take care of it, and then inherently you'll be taking care of yourself. Also, things that you can do, find your community. I think it's very important to have yourself a group of people who can lift you up when you're feeling down. And so isolating is not cool, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So I think those are the things that you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better in a minute, right? Is listening to good music, putting on a cute outfit, putting on your favorite perfume, and hanging out with people who love and care about you. Instant gratification, not long term, but it'll pick you up in a pinch. Things that we have to work on not doing, because this is the damage that we're making, right? So this is the little hole, the little grave that we're digging ourselves into. I would say the first thing that I have to start doing, and I'm working on not doing really, is one of the things I have to stop doing is I have to stop masking my negative self-talk as being honest to myself. I think a lot of times we hear things like, oh, people can't handle the truth. People can handle the truth, but the truth does not have to be brutal. And so sometimes I say things to myself or about myself, and then I go, but it's the truth, right? Like, I have to be honest with myself. And so if I get on the scale and I don't like the number, I'm like, ugh, you're obese, you're fat, you look like a busted can of biscuits. Yeah, I might be overweight. Yes, that's true. But did I need to beat myself up? No, I didn't. There was no need for that, right? And so I do these things where I'm like talking horribly to myself, and I make myself feel worse. And it's like, okay, is there some truth in what I'm saying? For sure, maybe. But there was no need for me to sneak in that self-talk. Or like if a relationship didn't work out with the people that you date, you might go, well, I'm not that cute, or I'm not that great, I'm not that funny. Oh, that's why they left. Well, or it could just be that person just wasn't your person, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Either or. So I think I'm going to work on not masking self-negative talk as being honest. And it's just one of the things I do quite often. I grew up in a Hispanic Dominican household, and I'm going to tell you something right now. Dominicans, Caribbean people, I think most people of color go home on the holidays, and they will humble you they will humble you so quickly. They'll tell you about you gaining weight, losing weight, you look too ugly, your nose is too big, your forehead is too wide. They will crack on you and then go, but it's the truth. I'm only telling you this because I love you. And it's like, you can tell people kindly that they can work on themselves without also destroying their feelings. And so work on that. I think another thing we have to work on is stop invalidating your feelings. And so this is something I do too. I'm rationalizing myself and go, well, you're feeling like shit because you keep ignoring your feelings. And it's one of those things where I'm like, it's stupid to feel this way about myself. And so I'm going to keep ignoring it. Well, the truth of the matter is I don't feel good about myself. Me pretending I don't really feel good about myself does not mean I no longer not feel good about myself. Does that make sense? Am I using double negatives? Perhaps. But I hopefully you get it. Pretending that the issue is not there, or that your feelings are stupid, or it doesn't make sense for you to feel this way, doesn't make them go away. Your feelings are valid. And that's okay to say, I don't feel good. I don't like this about myself. I don't like myself sometimes. These are what I'm feeling. Now, this is where we pivot. You can feel that way about yourself, and it's valid. But what are we going to do to work on it, right? I have this bad problem. I wallow in my feelings. I'm like, look ugly today. Look awful today. Things are just going horrible for me. Okay, so how am I going to turn it around? And so sometimes when you feel icky, that's a little signal to like, hey, I gotta stop and rethink about things. I have to work on this. The feeling icky is not bad. It's what you do with it. And then the last thing that I will say is I have to realize, and I'm realizing this now, I am what I say I am. And so if you go, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm not enough, or I'm too much when I shouldn't be too much, I'm worthless, people don't need me, and all these, then you will actually become those things because you feel those things, right? So if I say I look ugly today, I'm going to feel ugly today. And you want to know how I know it is what you are, what you say you are? Because if you ever walked out and someone compliments you, and maybe you didn't think anything great about your outfit, and they go, I love your outfit. And then you look in the mirror like, actually my outfit's cute. You're like, wow, this is great. But if you had already told yourself in your head, my outfit is ugly, My shoes are too tight. My jeans are not what I need them to be. I've gained some weight. I don't like my hair. My makeup came out ugly. Then it does not matter who compliments you, because you've already told yourself you are these things. And so we have to be careful about how we talk about ourselves, because we become those things, and it's really hard then to undo that work. And so that's what I'm going to be working on. Like these things on this list is very easy to do. I could do this every day, all day, and I have been, and I feel like that's been the reason why I've been staying afloat. But I have not done any substantial work to really work on my confidence. It's the stuff right here about the self-talk and saying things that I'm dictating to myself that I am. So I'm going to work on that, and it's very important to do that. The last thing is, I would say, don't isolate yourself. I think it's very important to talk to your friends about your feelings. This morning, as I'm here in Esther's apartment, I was talking to Esther and her sister Lynn and Michaela. Hi, ladies. Hopefully you guys are watching this. And Michaela's here talking to us, and she's talking about how she hasn't seen her friends, us as a group, in a while. She's like, I know I haven't seen you guys. It's because you guys don't love me. She said it in a very cheerful, joking way. And I was like, how did we get to that conclusion? And then we keep talking, and then Michaela's like, guys, sometimes I have like that once a month where I just start isolating, and I think people hate me. And I was like, you too? Like, that's me. It's not even on a monthly basis, on a bi-weekly basis, where I'm like, well, damn, people hate me. I'm worthless. Why am I here? What am I doing? And so I mean to say this is that sometimes if you tell other people how you're feeling, you'll be surprised how many people feel the same exact way as you do. You're not crazy. You're not weird. And you might even help someone else get to where they need to be, and they can help you where you need to be. And so I would say, don't isolate yourself. It's very easy when you feel like garbage about yourself to put yourself in a corner and go, I'm minimal, I'm little, I'm nothing, and I'm going to put myself in this corner. And when people don't reach out to you, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, you see, I'm not important, because if I was important, people would reach out to me. And so I leave you guys with that. Hopefully this video is not too long, and I hope this will be the first. Actually, it will be. I'm gonna be confident when I say that. It will be one of many videos. I actually have invited a friend. Her name's Portia, and Portia is in STEM. She's getting her PhD, and she's a really great woman. And I'm really excited. And we're going to be talking about working in the community and how we can do things to improve communities of color. So I'm excited about that. I've been rambling for a really long time. This is the third time I filmed this because I got really nervous and anxious. My throat is dry. I always wonder, like, who are the people who are subscribed to me, because I don't know 700 people. But hello, guys. Hello, you. I hope you're doing great. I hope you will continue to do great. I hope today is a beautiful day for you. I hope there is full of laughter, full of love, some good music, great people. And if today's not that great, tomorrow will be better. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you stopped by. I'm happy you're subscribed. If you would like, just, share the video to a friend. Recommend me. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.